Get it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Really just wanted to get the space right.
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring that in.
Bring it in. We here. We here. We here. We here.
I'm not okay. I'm not okay.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love P-Valley, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we're going to be talking about P-Valley Season 2, and we're going to be talking about your boy Little Murda. This is the what's next for his character. We got 4 more episodes left, so down below I want you guys to give me those predictions and theories that you guys have when it comes to Little Murda, and how do you see the rest of this season playing out for him. And also this week we will be going over the main characters of the show, giving those predictions for the final 4 episodes. That way we'll be more in tune of what may happen for the remainder of the season. And so far those fan predictions, those theories that you guys have been given, they've been very good, and we know a lot of them have happened. So continue to drop them down below and we will continue to discuss those. Make sure, if you haven't seen it, check out my last video. We talked about the whole killer game. We broke it down. We talked about the foreshadowing that we saw in that game and how it came true as far as some of those characters. And also, I forgot to mention that Gidget was a part of the game. She winked at your girl Keyshawn in the hearse, and she also winked at Little Murda in the hotel. I forgot to mention that in that video. And I know a lot of other characters did wink, but that video was just about the people that was in that hearse and that was actually playing the game. Because I did see some people mention that Uncle Cliff winked before, and also Roulette winked. And I talked about that, but that video was just about the people that was actually playing the killer game and was actually in that hearse. So check it out if you have not seen it. But let's go over Little Murda's character. What's next for him? What can actually happen? I told you guys, leave it down below on what you think is going to happen. This is just a predictions video. We're basing these predictions off what Little Murda has been through thus far. And, some of these things may happen. So we're going to go over what Little Murda has been through this season so far. And then we're going to give the what's next for his character, those predictions of what may happen next. Now, at the beginning of the season, we saw Little Murda, and of course, DJ Never Scared. They was making another hit. They was waiting to get back outside because we know this whole pandemic had everybody in the house. But one thing for sure is Little Murda was going to make another hit. And that's exactly what he did. And at the very beginning of the season, we saw Pico. Everybody was asking about Pico. I already made the video explaining who Pico is. Check that out if you have not seen it. Now, Pico is going to be a problem. I'm going to tell you that right now. He popped up at the very beginning of the season. We saw him once again later on. And I believe 100% that this dude will be an issue. Little Murda's going to have to figure out a way to deal with him. Now, we hear about the Dirty Dozens tour. 12 cities, 12 nights. Keyshawn, Little Murda. It's about to go down. Little Murda understands that this is probably going to be, a great opportunity for him to blow up. He needs this, right? And right before Little Murda goes on tour, he goes over and he apologizes to Uncle Cliff. Wants to let Uncle Cliff know, like, look, he's sorry on how everything ended. We saw what happened at the end of season 1. It was not on the best of terms. But Little Murda has to go on tour. He just wanted to make sure he squashed everything before he actually left. And this is going to be a thing at the end of the season. Uncle Cliff and Little Murda connecting once again. The question is, how will everything play out? Now, we're introduced to Big Teek's character, and from the get-go, we know something's up with Big Teek. We know it's a history between Big Teek and Little Murda. We eventually find out the truth between the two, but we know they was real close. Now, we see everybody that's a part of the whole tour, and we know, as we discussed in the video yesterday, Big Teek ain't here, Rome ain't here. The question is, who else that was in that hearse is going to disappear by the end of the season? Now, the tour is going great. Everything is good. Keyshawn killing it. Little Murda killing it. He got another hit, Champagne Campaign. I mean, it's crazy, right? And it seems like it's all positive vibes. No negativity. I mean, they getting money out there, and, the promotion is great. But then again, we see your boy, Pico. He keep popping up, y'all, and this is what I'm talking about. Pico is talking about just wait till this next joint drop, trade tales and stuff like that. We got Rome over there snooping around, getting intel. I mean, I told you, Pico is going to be a problem. They keep bringing him back. Expect to see him by the end of the season. Now, Rome, he's getting intel. He's thinking like, okay, so something's up with Little Murda. I'm going to keep my eyes on him. I'm going to make sure I get all the dirt on him just in case I need to use it. So then we see Pico and Big Teak get into it. Pico and Big Teak, they got an issue. Pico was trying to be cool at first, but we know Big Teak ain't having it. Big Teak and him end up getting into a fight, which almost caused a war. Bodies could have got dropped off easily, but it didn't, luckily, right? Now, I don't think it's over yet for Pico. I think he's going to come back and seek revenge, and that's what a lot of fans are waiting for. We know it is bound to happen, but Big Teak and Little Murda, once again, we see the connection. We know that something went down. We get a little bit more intel on how everything played out with them growing up. We know Big Teak saved his life. The fan theory about them two hooking up in the past was true. We learned that these two were lovers when they was locked up, and Big Teak is still in love with Little Murda. But the thing is, Little Murda has moved on, which we end up finding out as the episodes air out. He's not in love with Big Teak, but he still got love for his boy, but things are a little bit different, right? Now, Rome has decided that, look, I can just put the tape out, to be honest with you. He tries to take the goodies from Keyshawn. It didn't go the way he planned on it to go, and now Rome is the threat. Rome needs to go. We need to be smoking on that Rome pack, which we know we were very, very soon because Wody decided to finish him. Once Wody found out the truth, once Keyshawn told Wody about, Rome putting out video of Little Murda exposing him and his secret, it was going to be a problem. And Wody decided to eliminate that problem. We learned that Wody is very dangerous and he's willing to do whatever it takes to protect his investment. And he was not playing around. Now, in the last episode, we saw the ending of Big Teak. It was sad. We know Little Murda was doing so much for his boy, trying to make sure he was good. They were celebrating him, right? Everything seemed good, but it wasn't all good inside of Big Teak. He was fighting and battling so many different demons, from childhood trauma. I mean, his mental health was all messed up. And no matter what, Little Murda made sure he stayed close to Big Teak. He knew something was up and he wanted to stay close. Big Teak kept trying to push Little Murda away and drop him off, but that was not going to happen. We know once Little Murda told Big Teak how he felt about Uncle Cliff, that was the final straw for Big Teak. He felt like all the light that he had was pretty much gone. You know what I'm saying? It's no real reason for him to be here anymore. That's how Big Teak was feeling. And it was sad to see how everything played out with his character. I mean, even after that, they continued to kick it. We heard Little Murda's song with Tina Snow on the radio. Everything seemed like it was going good, but we knew as fans watching it, it was going to end one way. And Big Teak, he ended his life and Little Murda stayed there no matter what. He said, look, I ain't going nowhere. And he stayed there. He experienced Teak taking his own life. That is something that he is never going to forget. And we're going to see the aftermath of what happened that night and how Little Murda is going to deal with it in these last 4 episodes. We know Little Murda went to Uncle Cliff, told Cliff, like, look, I'm not okay. Uncle Cliff asked Little Murda how he was doing, I believe, earlier on in the season. Little Murda never responded, but he responded in person. And Uncle Cliff's going to be there for Little Murda. Trust me, it's going to happen, but it's going to be some different things going on in the second half. We know based off that trailer, Little Murda and Uncle Cliff is having a conversation, and we know Little Murda is pretty much telling him he wants to be what the world won't let him be. So we're going to continue to see the struggles of Little Murda really coming out to everybody for real. And with him being a rapper, that's another thing, because Wody, I'm pretty sure, doesn't want that to come out. This is one of the reasons he's trying to protect Little Murda and he's doing some of the things that he is doing. But that's going to be a huge issue in these last 4 episodes. And also the relationship between Little Murda and Uncle Cliff. Will it be rekindled? Is everything going to be good? Or is they just going to be cool and that's it? Based on what we've been seeing, we know Little Murda loves Uncle Cliff. And that is something that he's going to have to deal with. He's going to have to deal with those feelings, right? Which is not going to be easy, especially seeing how, him coming out, revealing his truth about his sexuality. That's going to be tough. At the same time, I know in today's world, a lot of the rappers at least, that come out, they end up blowing up even more when they, tell their truth that they're gay. So we're going to see what Little Murda is going to do. You guys let me know. Do y'all think Little Murda coming out, revealing his true self will hurt his career or will it help it? And also in these last 4 episodes, I believe Uncle Cliff is going to need Little Murda to be there for a shoulder to lean on, especially if anything happens to Grandma Ernestine. We saw in the trailer, something's looking like it's up with her. We already talked about the whole COVID fan theory. We will discuss that when we break down Uncle Cliff's character this week. Now, my final say when it comes to Little Murda in the last 4 episodes, we talked about the whole Uncle Cliff thing, the aftermath of what happened to Big Teak. I believe his career is going to be, question marks around that. I think the hit that he's going to have, or he has with Tina Snow, Megan Thee Stallion, that's going to help him blow up even more. We heard the song on the radio in the last episode. That's going to help him out. But remember, as I stated earlier, Little Murda has Pico issues. What's going to happen with that? He's going to have to deal with this dude because he's not going away. And eventually, he's going to have to deal with that man. I don't know how it's going to end, y'all. I told y'all it's like a big death vibe going on in season 2. So we don't know who gonna make it. But what we do know is no one is safe. No one is safe, especially in season 2. I mean, it's crazy. But I don't believe this whole death theme is over yet. I think it's going to be more bodies to drop. But you guys let me know. What do y'all think about Little Murda's character in these last 4 episodes? Leave your theories, predictions. Leave it all down below. We know he's going to go through some difficult times dealing with the death of Big Teak and also dealing with coming out, his music career. It's a lot on his plate. Hopefully he can get through it, and hopefully he can handle this whole Pico situation, which I believe he's going to have to eventually. And also, I want to know if Little Murda, may perform at the Pink one last time. Is it an opportunity, or would an opportunity come where he can perform, maybe him and Tina Snow? But this whole COVID storyline, the club getting shut down, it ain't looking too good. Hopefully they can handle this by the end of the season. And also, do you guys believe Wody can be trusted? A lot of you guys said he is dangerous. I think he is dangerous, but he's been loyal to Little Murda. I mean, hopefully everything can still go well between the two. But we will be breaking down more characters this week, so stay tuned for that. But I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and hopefully we get that Derek pack soon. Because if anything happens, we need that Derek pack. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.